Right then, we are back and we're kicking off our ECW's November to Remember week with two of the biggest names from ECW as Rob Van Dam goes one-on-one against Tajiri. And not only massive names in ECW, both these guys translated very, very well across into WWE as well. Probably two of the most successful pay-per-views. He had some really good storylines, and Tajiri did really well as well. A little bit more under the radar maybe than what RVD did, but Tajiri did really well in the hardcore division and the cruiserweight division, and was just quite a consistent member of WWE's roster for many, many years. So this should be a pretty good one. I think RVD, in my opinion, will be the favourite to win this one. But you can't not think that Tajiri has a chance. I forgot the word I was thinking of then. I just had to go a different direction. But Tajiri is he's a quality wrestler. He really, really is. And the way this game works, there's no guaranteeing that RVD will win. RVD currently on +9 after 25 matches. He's +4 from 4 so far this year, including the big win back at Invasion when he defeated Too Cold Scorpio and the Godfather in a 3-way match. And then we have Tajiri, who's on minus Taka Michinoku and Ultimo Dragon in a match that, of course, he lost, unfortunately for him. But that was a very difficult match to win. I think it was Ultimo Dragon that won that match in the end and went on to face off for the All-Asian Championship. So yeah, I fancy RVD to win this one, but Tajiri, you can never write him off, especially on this game. And this is going to be a fun one. You're going to see a lot of high-flying action, you're going to see a lot of strikes. It's going to be a bit different from our next match. Our next match later on today will be Jerry Lynn versus Dean Malenko. Much more of a technical-based match. And then our final match of today will be a fatal 4-way elimination match. The winner will go on to face off against The Undertaker in the main event of this weekend's November to Remember for the Hardcore Championship. That'll be Mike Awesome versus Shane Douglas versus Taz versus Terry Funk. Shane Douglas, by the way, also, remember, is a former SWE World Heavyweight Champion from a few years ago when we did a ECW special. So Tajiri now, a couple of line salts to kick the match off. And that's one thing RVD is going to have to watch is Tajiri's kicks. Tajiri's kicks are absolute ability and agility that is going to make it very difficult for Tajiri just to keep him in one position. Look at that, Tajiri went for a strike, but the kicks and the knee strikes by RVD are just one step ahead at all times. He's so quick, he's so agile. Now, all the matches this week will be Extreme Rules, unless otherwise mentioned. So that is basically no countouts, no disqualifications, but all pins and submissions must take place inside the ring. We're going full ECW style. As Tajiri now working over the arm of Rob Van Dam. Tajiri bringing RVD back up to a standing base and now looking to send him back into ring. We've got some big matches coming up for you this week. So, of course, I mentioned the Hardcore Championship #1 contendership match later on today. Tomorrow, we're going to recreate another classic ECW match as Rey Mysterio goes up against Psychosis in a best 2 out of 3 falls match. The winner of that one will face Eddie Guerrero on this Sunday's November to Remember for the SWE Cruiserweight Championship, because Eddie only won that belt yesterday away from Juventud Guerrera, and he's going to have to defend it this weekend for the very first time. And I think that's it, really, championship-wise. There wasn't really a lot of belts that sort of felt right to defend here. We didn't really have the right sort of champions or the people that I wanted to go for them. So I think we're just going to go full-on gimmick style. I mean, there's so many great matches I want to put together. We don't necessarily have to have all championship matches. We've got some really interesting matches, including one for Rob Van Dam at November to Remember as well. At the moment, he's scheduled in for a tag team match. This might get changed, but at the moment, it's penciled in for RVD and Sabu versus the Eliminators, which is Perry Saturn and John Cronus. The reason it might change is because I've got a few names that I haven't managed to book yet, and I want to try and squeeze them in. And 2 of those names are Just Incredible and Lance Storm, otherwise known as the Impact Players. So I'm thinking of maybe making that match into a triple threat. Maybe a triple threat TLC, but making it not climb the ladder because they don't work in this game. Maybe make it a TLC match where it's first pinfall or submission to get the win. Or maybe even elimination. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure on that one yet. There's a few people I need to squeeze in more. I mean, Raven, Tommy Dreamer, and New Jack are some of the ones I haven't yet got booked. But I'm trying not to overdo it. Normally I just add extra matches in to squeeze everyone in. But to be honest, I'm trying not to because I am going away for work Sunday, which is actually yesterday when you're watching this. And I need to record the entire week's worth of action in one day. So I'm going to struggle if I do too many. So I'm trying to keep it limited. But you know what I'm like. I'm an idiot. That's the problem. I'm going away on Sunday and I'm not coming back again until Friday night the week after. So I need to get everything done for the entire week. So it's going to be a brutal day for me. And I'm sure you'll hear, as the week goes on, you'll hear my voice getting more and more croaky, I'm sure. Tajiri there with a pin on Rob Van Dam. Rolled him through. It was only a 1 count. Tajiri now backed away into the corner, stalking RVD, who stumbles back up to his feet. Tajiri stalking. RVD already busted open, but that buzzsaw kick right into the side of the head is not going to help things at all. There's the pin. Tajiri could have a big win here over Rob Van Dam. No, it's only a 2. Tajiri now looking to boot across the chest of RVD. RVD caught the leg and in with a dragon screw. Smart maneuver. I mean, it's a smart maneuver for both of them, really. The one thing they both need to do is take out each other's legs, because that would really affect the offense the other person can do. RVD springboard moonsault attempted. I don't think he quite got it, all of it. And there's a drop kick into the knee by Tajiri. So yeah, if Tajiri can weaken the legs of RVD, it's going to reduce the kicks he can do. It's going to reduce the springboards he can do. And it might even make it more difficult for RVD to climb to the top turnbuckle and hit that 5-star frog splash as well. And of course, if Rob Van Dam can damage the legs of Tajiri, it might reduce the amount of kicks he can do. And maybe even just weaken the kicks. That'd be enough, wouldn't it? RVD here is struggling. Oh, but that super kick in the corner was absolutely brutal. And then in with a lion salt as well by Rob Van Dam. There's the pin for the 1, 2. No, only a 1 count. Wow. But RVD now with the kicks. Spinning heel kick taken down. Tajiri grabs a hold of the sledgehammer right into the waistline. Very painful into the hips and so forth. And again, that's weakening the kicks that Tajiri can pull off. Tajiri, the spinning heel kick, really caught RVD right in the face and then swings the trash can. RVD able to avoid it. He got a little bit of that drop kick, not as much as he wanted. Then RVD with a stiff lariat taken down. Tajiri rolling thunder, vintage Randy Orton. Randy Orton? Vintage Rob Van Dam. I got into the vintage line too easily there, didn't I? I went full on. Only a 2 count, but RVD is getting closer. If he can get on that top rope, which he's aiming for now, there's a bit of distance here, but we know RVD can hit it from here. 5-star frog splash. Tajiri rolled out the way. And now Tajiri taking RVD up. RVD slides out the back of the suplex and chops away at the back of the knee of Tajiri. Springs off with a drop kick as well. RVD, though, is struggling. Looking to try and climb back up to his feet. RVD now with a trash can. Oh, dumped onto the spine of Tajiri. RVD was looking for a monkey flip. Tajiri caught him and dropped him on his knee. Almost a low blow there. Now in with a pin for the 1, 2. Oh, it's only a 2. That was so freaking close, though. Tajiri now willing Rob Van Dam back up to his feet. Tajiri can get a huge win if he can pull this off. Taking RVD up in with the brainbuster. There's the pin. Has the damage been done? Is that enough to keep Rob Van Dam down? No, it's only a 2 count. Madness. Tajiri now with the trash can. Throws it onto the gut of Rob Van Dam now before heading up to the top. Tajiri now willing Rob Van Dam back up to his feet. What has he got planned? Dives in with the drop kick. RVD flops. Tajiri spinning heel kick right into the face. There's a boot right at the ankle. And look at Tajiri now locking in the octopus stretch, the abdominal stretch. RVD there supporting the entire body weight of Tajiri, so it's really his feet dropping him with the clotheslines and a super kick as well. Grabs a hold of the sledgehammer. What is the plan here? Oh, right into the hips again of Tajiri. What a start to our November to Remember week. An incredible performance from these two guys. RVD looking to cap it off. 5-star frog splash. There we go. There is the 1, the 2, and a 3. Rob Van Dam picks up the victory here over Tajiri. Tajiri drops down to a -4 after 5, which is disappointing because he's had a very good performance here. But that's what I keep saying. When you face the best, only one person can win. And that person today was Rob Van Dam, who stays in 36th position in the ranking system, but does move up to a +10 after 26, which now puts him joint with 33rd, which is Kofi Kingston, Nikolai Volkov, Randy Orton, and of course himself, Rob Van Dam. So yeah, great performance here from both these guys. A great way to kick off our November to Remember special week. And it's not the last chance we'll get to see both of them. Like I said, at the moment, Rob Van Dam is planned in for that tag team match at November to Remember this Sunday. And Tajiri is also planned in for a match at November to Remember this Sunday, which is a fatal 4-way elimination between himself, Super Crazy, Mikey Whipwreck, and Little Guido. So yeah, great performance here from RVD. And like I say, I mean, if RVD wins that match as well at the pay-per-view, he'll be moving himself up to 32nd position. Where does RVD stand in the tag division? Himself and Sabu are currently on +2 after 4 matches. We've also got, I forgot about this, we create some random tag teams every now and again and just forget about them. We've got RVD and Matt Riddle as a tag team called the Mile High Club, because they're both pretty high. There we go, fantastic win for Rob Van Dam, and that's the first of 3 matches today. Up next, we'll have Jerry Lynn up against Dean Malenko, and then capping off the day, Mike Awesome, Shane Douglas, Taz, and Terry Funk. The winner gets The Undertaker for the SWE Hardcore Championship in the main event of November to Remember this Sunday. Thank you very much for watching. Please do like and subscribe, and make sure you check back later on for Jerry Lynn versus Dean Malenko, because that is going to be an absolute technical classic. I'll see you all then. Bye-bye.